guys and gals. Usually Mike B's been doing the videos, but right now Mike is making an airport run. Right now he's taking some fish to the airport, a wholesale order going to our good friend Spencer Jack with the Fish Adonis in Winnipeg, Canada. So he asked me to do it, so here I am. So let me know that you guys can hear me loud and clear. It's been a while. So we got like a new gimbal here. Jared's got it all set up for us. So, you know, give me a shout. Let me know that you can hear us. And I'm going to be talking about what we have going on here at the farm and what fish we've been breeding lately, and just give you, you know, some background access to a couple of the projects that we got going on. So still waiting for comments. Let me see. Maybe I got to hit something to see them. Oh, there it is. David, what's up? Long time no see, David. So yeah, it's been good. We've been real busy. It's been a very hot summer. Been breeding a lot of new fish. It's been excited. So yep, I see Kevin Lee, Yovov. So I'm gonna flip the camera so you don't have to look at me and show you guys some fish. So we converted another rack into soft water. So that's been kind of exciting. That I know there's not a lot of fish in this section yet because we do have a new section. That's not good. I'm getting a little squirrely with the camera. Some Braziliensis, Geophagus. We got another order coming in from Brazil, finally. And Brazil's not easy to get fish from. They've had lots of problems, but here in about 2 weeks, we have a shipment coming in from Brazil. There's some of the peacock bass. Oh, you got some smaller zebra pikes, Sabrinas. So it's amazing the transformation that these pikes will go through. I'll go show you the adults. I know Mike's probably showed them to you guys, but I'll show them to you again. And I know the lights are turned off to that aquarium, but the nice thing about them is they show up really, really nice. So there's probably like a 10, 12 inch male, and I think the other one is the female. And the lights aren't on, so you can't really appreciate the full color, but really nice fish. And that's amazing, the transformation that they go through as they get older. But super rare fish. You see all the boxes just got dropped off. So they're going in this building for now, but here in probably, I would say not today, but probably next week, our new building next to us will be taking all the boxes and cardboard. Let's go down there and take a look at the new building. So we're right now in the process of getting a garage door put in so we could easily take supplies and boxes back and forth between the two buildings. So that's what the new door will look like. And then we put a walk-in door. This is also new. And then yeah, they're literally in the process today of putting these garage doors in, but then it's going to connect to the new building. So as we take supplies back and forth, it's going to be really easy to get boxes and styrofoam back and forth between the two buildings. And then here's the update on the new building. We got everything ready. We're just waiting on the electrical work right now. Waiting on the windows. We got the drains all covered up right now. Just try to keep stuff from falling in them, and then we can still work around it without worrying about twisting our ankles. But yeah, it's going to be very exciting. I see a lot of questions already popping up. I'll pause here in just a minute and try to answer some of them. So that's where the waiting on the county to approve the. They've actually approved it all. We're just waiting for them to schedule it, and then the power is going to be onto the new building. Still waiting on windows. We're going to end up doing some basic landscaping here, but that's where the drains are that come out of the building. So we're not going to be doing too much. We just basic, you know, there's the telephone pole that was put in. That's a new pole hooking up to the power across the way there. So yeah, it's coming together. Of course, nothing goes as fast as we would like it to, you know. We put some parking areas in front of the new building. Whenever the building was built, they put windows up front, and they were like 5 feet off the ground. Actually, let's see if I can spin this around. So we're actually in the process of cutting those out, making them a little bit taller. That way, when you're inside the building, you can actually see out. And we went a little bit different with this building. Instead of doing skylights, we did windows. And those windows are not, you know, I mean, they'll be nice to look out of, but mainly to allow light inside the building. That way the fish get a natural feeling of daylight and dark. We've always felt it's very important for breeding, for fish to get a good sense of the daytime and nighttime. So every day that the sun rises, the fish will wake up to it, and every day that the sun sets, it'll you know, allow the fish to go into that rest mode. You know, I think that's very important for fish to be able to shut down. Now, some wild type fish, they are very tuned in to the amount of daylight hours. So on some of those fish, we might end up having to put lighting on those tanks to have them stimulate something like 12 hours of daylight instead of 8 hours of daylight in the wintertime. So just little stuff, but that building is mostly going to be for breeding. So we're super excited about that, because that's one thing that, you know, we always get criticized, like, hey, every time I want to go buy something, you're out of stock. And trust me, we don't want to be out of stock. Like, but a lot of times, you know, especially the hard to breed fish or the difficult fish to import, they don't stay around long. So that's one reason we do the waiting list, you know, so we encourage people to, you know, get on the waiting list whenever you're wanting something and it's out of stock. That way, you know, you get notified as soon as it goes back in stock. Really like these. These are some of the L240s. Really nice size, really nice fish. For, you know, your Pleco experts, you already know, but these guys are not algae eaters. They're actually meat eaters. So are these guys. These are the 201s. These are all. See if I get them to. They're all hiding back there behind the driftwood. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put this on a tank, and then I'm going to answer some of these questions. All right, let me get from this tank. All right. Animal Instincts. Yo, what's up? Mario. Hopefully, Balzani in the works. You had a few in stock and went to buy the next day and you're sold out. Yeah, that's those are actually coming from a local breeder. And he does a really good job breeding them. So I would expect us to be back in stock, you know, really shortly. In fact, you can always email us. I mean, we have so many tanks around here. There's a good chance we have some Balzani laying around. So if you want some, you let us know how many you want. We could see if maybe we have them, and then if not, I could, you know, give you an ETA of how long it'll take for us to get some. So Jay's checking in. Michael Prince. RC Ducey from Long Beach, California. What's up? Yeah, all is well, man, on our front. Sanjay's asking when Brazil is arriving. So right now, it's going to be the 16th of September, which is a Sunday. Now, you guys know that have been dealing with us for a while that whenever we bring in fish like that, especially wild caught, we put them through a treatment protocol. So they actually get dewormed and they get treated for parasites, worms, and before we start shipping them, we make sure that they're 100%, parasite free and healthy. So that's the plan for Brazil. So whenever they do come in, it's going to take us, at least a week or two to have them ready for you. But if you're interested in what's coming in, you can always email us. We can send you the list of what we ordered. Now that doesn't mean that that's what we'll get because, in 2 to 3 weeks, things might change on availability on their end. The Brazil fish have been very hard to get because the Brazilian government that does the inspections for the fish have been on strike, and literally like for the past probably close to 6 months, they've had a very difficult time shipping anything out. So we're hoping to get that shipment in, and pretty excited. I know just off the top of my head, the L134s are going to be on that one. It's been a long time since we had leopard frogs. Also 177s will be on that, which is really, in my opinion, the nicest of the gold nugget, the berry ancistrus. Now we are going to be very strict on the gold nuggets and the berry ancistrus, so we want people to have success with them. So it's very important that you do not put those fish with African cichlids or Central American cichlids or in anything but the ideal environment, because those fish do not do good unless they're kept in the proper soft water, fast flowing, hot temperatures. You like the Ripashi food, the Solent Green for their food. So Jim Jennings says, I bought about 30 fish from you guys and they're all doing great. Thank you. Man, that's awesome. I appreciate the feedback. And there's a lot that goes into shipping these fish out. Like these cories that we're looking at, these are not easy, especially the cories. They're not easy to ship out. Like we literally have to pick them well in advance and watch to make sure that we clean their digestive tract out. Cories are notorious for allowing toxins to come out, like when they're stressed. So we actually stimulate a stressful situation, which is literally picking them, putting them in a bucket, and dropping an airline in there and letting them sit in that bucket. And you have to do that long enough to allow the toxins to come out of their body. And if you don't do that, then the fish don't do good on the other end. So it's and they're one of the harder ones to ship. A lot of the cichlids are a little bit in that direction, but not quite as hard. We got some big Farewella catfish. These I think came in on the Peru order. Really cool, big ones too. They got really long lyre tails on them. So those guys are doing good. I guess I should talk about the sale. So we're doing a Labor Day sale. So really excited about that because we haven't done a sale in a good while. It's been long time coming, but this one is going to be a lot of BOGO sales. We're also going to do flash sales come Monday, the day of Labor Day. So you're going to be seeing a lot of posts on that about the sale and the information. So people that have joined us before with these sales know that there's going to be multiple days of different things going on sale. So there's a good chance that you're going to have more than one order. It is very important that you let us know that you have more than one order. Like we're going to be looking for combining orders, but we don't want you to pay more than one shipping charge. So if we don't know that you have more than one order and you don't let us know, and we only ship out one of your orders, then you're going to have to pay shipping on the next one, right? And we don't want that. So we work together as a team, and by doing that, you will only have to pay the one shipping charge, and we'll combine your orders, and you won't have to worry about paying any additional shipping. Um, Now, with that being said, you know, if you have um, a second order, on that second order, it's easier if you go ahead and choose the pickup option. Okay, so let's say you've already placed an order, you've already paid shipping once, and then you see something, you know, say that's Friday, and say Saturday you see something on the BOGO sale that pops up that you want to buy. You could buy that on Saturday as a second order, and when you go to check out, choose the pickup option, local pickup option, and that way you won't have to pay shipping, you won't have to meet a minimum order. You just choose the pickup option, and then, you know, come Monday we're going to combine those orders, and we don't even have to refund you for that second shipping charge. That just makes it easier on our end, makes it easier on your end. You don't have to you know, spend shipping twice, and then we have to go to the trouble to refund it. So that just makes it easier for all of us. And it's going to be exciting. So usually, you know, we only do like flash sales and BOGOs for like Black Friday. This will be like a precursor to our Black Friday sale that we do every year. So you know, it's a good chance for everybody to save some money on fish. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of BOGO sales. I want to say off the top of my head, like 36 different items will be for BOGO, and then 12 are going to come out each day. So basically Friday at 1 p.m. the sale will start, and then 12 items will pop up on our website, and you'll see some posts on social media about it. And then come Saturday at 1 p.m. you're going to see 12 more BOGO items pop up, and those BOGO items will stay on the website until they all sell out. Okay, so the ones that show up Friday, they're going to be there for the duration of the sale. And then Sunday, 12 more BOGO items will pop up at 1 p.m. And then come Monday, starting at 1 p.m., we're going to do some flash sales. And those flash sales are going to be, you know, discounts on fish that we normally would not discount. Now on those flash sales and the BOGOs, there's going to be limited amounts available. All right, so there might be 20 BOGO items available, and when they're all gone, chances are we're not going to be able to put any more of them up. Same with the flash sales. The flash sales, whenever they're over, they're not going to, that 1 hour mark is over, then those flash sale items will come down on Monday. So if you have any questions, I suggest joining our Facebook group. It's called Imperial Tropicals Fish Keepers. It's a really nice private group that if you're not already a member of, I highly suggest joining, because we have over 10,000 now. We just reached the 10,000 mark of members that are all really, really talented fish keepers, that they all enjoy helping each other and giving tips about, hey, this is what I do that really helps me with fish keeping. So it's just a really fun group to join. And in that group, we're not going to be doing it now, but we're going to be doing something special for a giveaway, because we reached 10,000 members, and my moderators have been on me about, hey, you know, let's do something for the group. So once this sale is over, we're going to be, you know, getting all these orders out and getting caught up, and then we're going to do something for everybody in the group. I don't know what yet, but I promise to make it special, and just to show our appreciation. I mean, the group we created for people to join and learn more about fish keeping from other passionate fish keepers, and it's just taken off to exceed our expectations. And it's really just a lot of good people in the group that that are all about helping each other. And that's what we want. We want people to be positive. We don't need there's enough negativity in the world that we don't need it in our Facebook group. So it's a very positive group that we try to keep as friendly as we can. So it's exciting. So basically, if you have any questions about Cell, join the group. We've got some veterans in the group that have they've been following us and been friends of ours for a long time, and they will walk you through the process. I will say that the discount code for this will be automatically applied to your order. There's no minimum. That amount is going to be 10%. So automatically, everybody's going to be getting 10% off their order for the Cell. Okay. And then all Cell items like the BOGO and the flash cells, those will not be 10% off because they're already discounted. So just so you know that there will be on all non-Cell items automatically a 10% discount applied. So I'm gonna keep it on the touch of stigmas for a minute. So Landon saying those red Tiger Severums look great. Yes, we love the Tiger Severums. They are mean as crap, and I'm hoping real soon that we're going to have them available. Oh shoot, I just lost my signal. Let's see if I get it going. Oh, there we go. Are we back, guys? Let me see, flip the screen around. All right, so somebody was calling me and I went to cancel the phone call and for some reason the screen froze. So let me know if you could see us right now. I know I see the live button shows that we're still live, but all right. I'm gonna answer some of these questions. Kevin Lee's asking if we are ever going to get some Mel Rainbows. If so, can we see them today, please? So we should have plenty of Mel Rainbows. They might not be up as a Mel package, but let us know. I know you've bought a lot from us, Kevin. I recognize your name, so just let us know which ones you're wanting. Like there's the Marissa right there. Those guys are looking really hot. Let me go in the office real quick, see if this camera's working. Just on my screen, it shows the screen is frozen. Is it working? It's got audio?
Yeah, it's got audio.
Is it like same picture? I'm gonna X out and try to restart. No, cancel. All right, so Jared says we got audio, but we don't have any video. So next week, I'll make it a point to let Mike B know to show you guys some of the Mel Rainbows, but we do have them. They might not be the packs available right now, but it's in rainbows don't like the summertime, so I know some items might be out, because of limited amounts, but we'll make sure to show you guys the rainbows next week. And then let's see. Dang. Omar Cyclist said he bought some 333s from 12 years ago and still has them. Nice. They live a long time too. They're great fish. Ali Sean. Roberts is asking, do we have any guppies? Yes, we do. We got quite a few guppies. Ali Sean saying that he heard the strike is over, going to place an order. Yes, we have an order placed. And the strike is somewhat over, but the IBAMA people that do the inspections are still being very, very difficult. They're not very friendly to the fish world, unfortunately. And without the locals that live on the rivers having the aquarium trade to have a sustainable collection of tropical fish, then a lot of them are going to have to move to the city, and a lot of the rainforest will be cut down for soybeans, unfortunately. So um, the actual having the fish there,
That's turn off.
huh?
Turn off your light.
It's off.
Is it off?
Yeah, yeah. I just turned it back on, but audio is good. All right. Jared was trying to get the stream back. I don't know. Oh, here we go. We fired back up, people. All right. So I was talking about Brazil. The the locals that do the collection, they don't want their streams to be damaged because it provides a living for them. So not only are they collecting the aquarium fish, but they're also collecting food fish that go to the fish market. So they don't want the mining to happen. They don't want the dams to happen. They don't want the trees to all get cut down and still fill up the rivers. So they're very tuned in to nature around them. And then whenever they put the local people out of business by not allowing them to have a sustainable um, trade, then they ended up having to move away from the river and go into the cities and get a job. And a lot of the rainforest gets cut down, unfortunately. And that's why it's very important that we learn about all these fish, even these fish from Africa, like the Lake Malawi, because their habitats are being threatened every day. So it's our good friend Larry Johnson is actually over at Lake Malawi right now doing a dive collection trip that I was going to go with him on until I injured myself. But it's important that we go there and learn more about the habitat and let others know about the habitat. That way we could protect it for many generations. It's the white labs, very shy. You see how they're all hiding in the vegetation. All right, so try to get some of these guys. This is because when we grow them up in big environments, they act like wild types where they're not used to being in an aquarium. And these fish probably came in the last day or so. So give them about a week, and the next thing you know, they'll be up front on the glass asking for food. So like those guys. Someone's asking if we have arowanas. Not right now. We do sometimes bring them in. It's another fish that we strongly recommend that if you're going to keep, make sure you got a big enough tank for them. I keep it on the fire blue Empress. Animal Instincts asking if we have any nicks. Yes. Oh, now I can show you the rainbows, Kevin. Let me look for these Nicoguensis real quick. I don't know what tank they are, but I would expect us to have some. Some red spotted seven. Good size on these guys too. Already got some nice spotting on them. I'm looking for nicks. It might be on the other side. There's the topaz, which I'm super excited about these guys. I really like them. And then, since we're here and Kevin's asking about the rainbows, so here's some lake ooters. And those guys are showing good color. What else we got? Got the western rainbow. These guys are showing good color. We got some Millennium Males. Keep the camera straight. These are young, but they're showing good color already. And then we got the Signifer, blue eyes. And then we got Kamakas. Now, these are actually hard to tell the males apart at this size because the males and the females both have good blue on them. Doherty eyes. I see some males starting to color up on those guys. Yeah, West African mouth brooders, Nichols eye. Those guys are looking good. What else we got? More Bosemani. I will say that the Bosemani are all showing good color, even for small ones. Those are looking nice. That's why they're probably the most popular. Let us know what types you want, Kevin, and we'll try to get you some males. And guppies. I know someone was asking for guppies, so we've been doing more and more of the Endler types. This is a Styak Endler, and they're so tiny it's hard to see them on camera, but the males look really good. And then let's go over here to show you some of the other guppies. We got some blue blonde Endlers. Trying to get this gimbal work. It's hard to show because they're so small. Then what other guppies? I really like these pineapple swords. It's crazy. Swordtails are difficult though compared to back in the day. It used to be a starter fish for everyone, but they seem to have gotten a lot more sensitive. That's the German platinum guppies. And then red tiger endlers. Got some of those guys. So that's some of the endler types. I didn't look for the Nicoguensis on this other side, so I'll walk over there. Try. There's a lot of tanks in here, so it's probably best to email us if you see something that, hey, I'm interested in this fish. Actually, they're on hold right now. So there's the Nicks, which is not unusual. I mean, there hasn't been any dead, but they actually just haven't been looking good. So we've been having to keep an eye on them. So we do have Nicoguensis. They're just not ready for sale. That actually happens a lot. So anytime you see a red X, it's because the fish did not look 100% healthy, and we're under a treatment plan with it. And you can see right there that there's been no losses on these electric blue cars, but we saw a bacterial issue with them. And in the summertime, that's not unusual because of the heat. It's extremely hot, and even though a lot of these fish, the natural versions of them come from South America where it's hot, they don't like it Florida type hot. So it gets, it's been extreme heat this summer, so we've been having to keep a lot of fish in quarantine, and before we send them out. So, but it's been good. One thing that's helped is we got central heat and air in this building, so that makes it a lot more enjoyable for the fish. We try to keep the temperature around 80 degrees inside the warehouse here. So I'll keep it on some shell dwellers. The multifasciatus, those are always real popular. We keep the PVC pipes and the ceramic shells in there. That way we could catch them. If we actually use Snell shells, they're like impossible to catch. Nice, David. Well, I hope everything goes good for you, David. It's the haps are good. I mean, I like haps. There's a lot of nice ones out there. It's unfortunate though on our end is that a lot of them don't color up until they get big, and that's difficult to ship a 5-inch plus fish. Especially like the predator haps. We really like shipping fish that are 3 to 4 inches. Our shipping costs are already really, really expensive, and when you start shipping big fish, it gets more costly for us and for the customer. So See that Regani's picked that as a spot. So we actually get a lot of the Tanganyikans breeding in the tanks inside the warehouse here too. So yeah, Mike. Jared came out and told me about the Wi-Fi, but I didn't have the Wi-Fi on. I was actually getting a phone call, and I hit end on the phone call, and so for some reason it froze up. So 5-spot jewels. I don't think we have any of those, Gundy. All right. Red long fin bristle nose. Yes, that's something that email us, and I know a local person that breeds the long fin reds, and if we don't have some ready of our own stock, I could get some from him. So, GM Walker's asking, what's the best rainbows for a faster flowing aquarium? So almost all the rainbows come from Papua New Guinea and West Papua. There's some of that are actually from Australia, but most of them come from the mountains of Papua, and they actually all live from fast flowing areas. I would say the Bosemani in particular, we collected them there while I was there collecting in West Papua, and they were from fast flowing areas. So I would say, you know, for the most part, all the rainbows, like, you know, to a degree, they like fast flowing water. So I can't really pick one out of particular, you know. It's really just, I'd say any of them would do good. None of them are really in slow moving water. Allison Clegg is asking to see the Red Empress. I could try to find them. I don't know. Let me go up front. Let me spin this around. Okay. All right, so zero Jupiter males, some young dragon blood males. So we're looking for Red Empress, Tangerine Tigers, some Yellow Blaze, German Yellow Blaze, Nova Blues, long nose, some Eureka Reds, some bicolors, some red Nairi eyes. Yeah, I don't see any Red Empress up front here. That doesn't mean we don't have them somewhere. We got like 3 racks of them. So just, it could be. Okay. I-65?
Yeah.
Jared just told me the tank number. Hey, Ollie. All right, I-65. All right, Sanga Bay. These are juveniles, so they're not going to have any color. Yeah, so unfortunately, we don't have any colored up. But at least you got the tank number right. There's VC10 right there. So, well, there's the Nabali Gin. There's another Boreal. These are smaller ones, and you can start seeing them starting to color up. I don't know if these are available, if they're going to be saved back for breeders. So, all right. All right. Charlotte's asking, did we ever get checkerboard? You know, it seems like I really want to breed the checkerboard cichlids because every time we import them, they seem to be one of the most difficult fish to get healthy. So, Jay Mommy's asking if we have Tapajos. I know I saw some that seem to be in that 2 to 3 inch range, but again, I would email to see. Those might already be committed. Chris asked if we went over the sales yet. Yes, we did. There's going to be 36 BOGOs. So 12 on Friday at 1, starting at 1 p.m. 12 more on Saturday at 1 p.m. 12 more on Sunday at 1 p.m. And then the BOGOs are going to stay up until they sell out. And then come Monday, the flash sales start at 1 p.m. So follow us on social media. We'll be making a lot of posts about it. Also, the Facebook group, Imperial Tropicals Fish Keepers, or hey, shoot us an email. And same with inventory. As far as, you know, me walking through, I might not be able to correctly answer like, oh yeah, we have that available, or yes or no. So email us and we can get back with you with an answer. And if you play this video back, you could hear more about the sale because I went into greater detail about it. J Mommies, do we customize water parameters for different types of fish, or do all fish live in the same water? Yes, no, that we do customize the water. It's pretty basic though. I mean, basically hard water and soft water. This would be our soft water system right here. These blue tubs, and we mix up RO water, reverse osmosis, and that's what we use for all our soft water fish. These big tanks, they're not in use yet, but that's going to be our hard water system. So it's going to go through some filters to get out the iron in our water. That seems to be the most prominent. And then you can see the controller and more filtration over there. And that's going to be for the hard water system. Right now, we're just using straight well water. It does make our water pretty cloudy whenever we do water changes. It doesn't affect the fish, but it does make the water cloudy. So once that system is up, I'm seeing if we can see any that's recently had a water change, and I can kind of show you the cloudiness, and the cloudiness clears up pretty quickly. But so the water does get cloudy, but just keep it simple: hard water, soft water. Just so you know, most people in the U.S. are on. Yeah, there's one that's cloudy. You can see that's how it comes in straight from the well, but within a few hours it clears up. But once our filtration system's done, we won't have to worry about that. So I would say most people they have what we consider city water, tap water, and it's already gone through a treatment process, unfortunately. And they put, the biggest thing you have to worry about is chlorine. But if you have that water, it's good for most soft water fish and for most Malawi. The only fish that might be sensitive to city water is Tanganyika cichlids, because they do like a higher pH. But I'd get a cheap test kit, you know, from Amazon or from your local pet store, and just know what your water is, and just kind of customize your fish keeping to your water parameters. So yellow compressiceps, no. And then unfortunately, no. I know I saw some breeding down there the other day, so that was pretty cool, but I don't think we have any yellow compressiceps available. We got the Chicada orange compressiceps. Those guys are nice, but I haven't seen any yellows in a while. And then that's pretty cool. I'll show you these red devil angels. These are small too, and they already got a lot of red on them. All right, what's another question here? Safrans. I know we had some, but I think they sold out already. Green phantoms, I showed them earlier. So J Mommy's saying he'd rather buy bigger fish so you don't have to spend time to grow them out. If that's, you know, for some people that is best because they already have big fish, you know. So you don't want to mix smaller fish with them. So DV174, you guys in Lakeland? Yes, we are. I heard of your place, but never been. So we do allow appointments. So if you go to our website, find the appointment section, and you could book an appointment to come out here and visit us. So DV says he's got 40 red Maleros in his tank. Nice. I bet that looks really nice. I like species-only tanks for the most part. So, Ali Sean, any rare, uncommon Alanacaras? Not really. There's not really been a lot of new Malawis getting brought in. Leif and those guys down there, they really haven't been bringing in much wild stuff lately. And even when they do bring in wild stuff, it's nothing really rare. The Colombian green phantoms. Let's go show you those guys because they look really nice. And we actually kept some of these back for breeders. So that's the Colombian greens. See that one starting to show color. So yeah, these are wild caught. They go through quite a bit of different colors depending on their moods. Like here's some slightly bigger ones, but we are saving some of these back for breeders. So so we're excited about that. So they remind me of the green turquoise, the common one. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the green turquoise in the hobby were not from these fish. Because, you know, a lot of people would just say, well, if they don't know where they come from, I call them an aquarium strain. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a hybrid. So I don't think a lot of people are taking, you know, different strains of Severums and crossing them. I think usually what you see is color morphs of those fish, and people will selectively breed towards that color trait, you know. So there's the Colombians. Mauricio from Mexico, good to see you, man. Hope everything's going good for you. What would you recommend for a 10-gallon tank? We started cycling for our 6-year-old. I'd say a Pistogramas would be a good choice. Try to get a pair, or if we don't offer the ones you want in pair, I'd get like at least, really you want to get at least 3, and ask us, even though we sell them as unsexed, ask if we could possibly, you know, do our best to find you a pair, because you know, they're not real aggressive if you have an extra male in the tank, but you really want a female, at least one female. So that's when you really get to see their best personality and best colors. So I'd say that. We also got cardinal tetras, the ruby tetras. These are all small nano fish. Pygmy cories, those would be a good choice. But I would do nano stuff, and I'd also do, getting kind of noisy, I'd also have some plants in there too. So 10-gallon tanks are actually difficult to maintain because they have big swings and water parameters, or can. So by having plants in there, that helps those swings not be as big. So so here in about 7 minutes, the sale is going to start. So it's 12:53 now. So I try to answer all the questions that I could. I know I missed some of them, but I appreciate everybody joining us today. And it's been a while since I've been on, so it was good to see everyone, and a lot of familiar names popped up on the feed today. So so Labor Day sale, again, it starts at 1 p.m. today. Email us if you have any questions, and again, we appreciate the support. Everyone be safe this weekend and enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you're doing something fun. So thank you.